Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Pisces, October 24, 2022. An idea can inspire you and set off interesting tangents of thought today. There can be unexpected benefits coming through a remote connection or partnership. You need that extra spark now. Today's moon encourages finding some time for personal enjoyment. There can be some divided attention or disagreement on plans, but you're likely to discover some especially inventive or positive ideas and attitudes through your interactions. Promoting your ideas can prosper, as you're intelligent and quickly capture people's attention. There can be eloquence in your self-expression, yet you're also forthright. You have loads of spiritual strength to draw on. The drama of the past few days could be clearing up like fog after sunrise. Mental Mercury, our cosmic messenger planet of the mind and communication, links potently to mighty Saturn, the great taskmaster. Whenever these two powerhouses align, it will help you to look to the long term with your significant other. If you need to sign contracts, especially around real estate, moving, or a renovation together, this would be an ideal time to do so today or tomorrow. The plans laid now could end up becoming major ones that you look back fondly on forever. What do you need to fine-tune? You may feel more critical of your professional social media platforms, networking opportunities, connections, and aspirations while the moon is in mutable Virgo. Instead of going down a mental rabbit hole, you should use this lunation to edit. Adjust your schedule, switch up your social media, and focus on different work friends and aspirations. Since the moon also trines Uranus retrograde and the North Node in Taurus, you may notice that it is easier to define your commitments to whatever you want to improve. While the Sun and Venus, the planet of money, will both leave an intuitive and imaginative part of your chart tomorrow, and this will end their support for Mars in your financial sector, this has already banked something invaluable. This has helped to boost your financial confidence and a better sense of what you are fighting for, while still leaving you and the warrior planet of the cosmos with plenty of support. The main benefit of the physical component of your sign lies in stimulating the energy around the third chakra. There are many ways to do this, and oftentimes, sex can be one of the more complicated ways, especially with the current position of the planets. Try doing simple yoga poses 2 or 3 times a week and you will notice your energy rise and flourish. You will tend to change directions in your life and find a new balance after a long period of failures and difficulties. It is with your family and friends that you will feel most in harmony, and everyone will advise you to start working on your inner life so that you can see some light at the end of the tunnel. This inner search may be slow and laborious, but this is the price that you have to pay to get some harmony back into your life, most notably in your relationships. Everything will irritate you and generate conflicts. Where has your legendary humor gone? In the lead up to the Sun and Venus return Scorpio tomorrow, they are already aligned, something that will give your birthday month and new solar year an empowered start. Until then, their united focus is more on the past as this current solar year moves into its final hours. Helping to keep the focus on the past is Saturn's last full day in retrograde motion in your home and family sector, while Jupiter is just days away from retrograding back out of your work sector. This makes this an important day to pause and reflect. In her last full day in a nostalgic and reflective part of your chart, Venus, the planet of love's nostalgic trip down love's memory lane, is drawing to a close. Ahead of her return to Scorpio tomorrow and ahead of Jupiter's return to your romantic sector next week, Venus brings a chance to dance with some old ghosts while laying others to rest. Our eyes in the sky. Today, you've got to get your grind on and be dedicated to your path. The Scorpio moon adds some gusto to the day, but you have to put some elbow grease into it if you want to get things done. It's all about accomplishment right now. Maybe you're making up for lost time and ready to burn the candles at both ends. However, take extremely good care of your body, which is a continual theme here. On a personal level, keep your eyes on the prize of self-care. Never forget the support you're creating and the foundation you're laying for yourself and others. These are transits of a lifetime, and today you're aided by your willingness to put your blood, sweat, and tears into what you do and who you love. Whatever is worth the struggle is exactly where you need to focus at this time. Whatever falls away wasn't good enough for you in the first place. The universe doesn't have the time to play those kinds of games with all this work to do. Just after midnight, the Virgo moon opposes retrograde Juno in Pisces, stimulating anxiety around our commitments. As the moon transits Virgo, we feel safest when our lives are regimented and orderly. We have our little routines, and checking things off our mental to-do lists provides us with peace of mind. However, the commitments we've forged in work or partnership as Juno transits nebulous Pisces depend upon us going with the flow and understanding that our engagements won't always operate in predictable ways. Juno in Pisces teaches us that there is security to be found in a lack of fixed parameters. There is safety in the liminal. Yet, it won't feel that way at this time. We'll now attempt to apply new rules to our contracts, trying to define and systematize them. We might ask our partners the dreaded question, "What are we?" or put terms to a vague work contract. After this transit passes, we'll regret these actions and recognize that they were indicative of insecurity. Fortunately, those who we've partnered with will see our behavior as a temporary lapse in judgment. They understand that what we really need is reassurance, not a contract renegotiation. In the pre-dawn hours, the Moon conjunct Ceres in Virgo, a time of self-soothing. Issues from the Moon-Juno opposition may now be course-corrected. We realize that our desire for structure and control may be due to how we were parented. Either our home lives were overly structured or lacked structure. As we seek to build emotional safety nets in our lives, past nurturance has impacted our present behavior. What form of support feels safe for you? How can you give this support to yourself? We must make it a habit to self-nurture, instead of expecting others to fulfill our needs. This way, we will not only be able to better navigate difficult circumstances with confidence, we will also determine when we are truly not getting what we need from partners, divorced from projection.